Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is The Real You and my name is Patricia. This is a place where we talk about life. We talk about everything that has to do with life and how we can be the best version of ourselves. Today I have a very important, very sensitive, yet a topic that people shy away from discussing. How to overcome suicidal thoughts. You know, we're all products of our thoughts. Everything you see somebody do today, every action you see somebody carry out today started in the place of thoughts. People play with their thoughts, and studies have shown that we have 45 thoughts crossing our minds in 1 minute, about 50,000 thoughts or more crossing through our minds in a day, and one thought can reoccur again and again and again in your mind. So, what do? We have to learn to guard our hearts. That's how Solomon tells us in the Bible that guard your heart, because that's where the issues of life are. And trust me, life is not a walk in the park. Life is not easy. Life is all about overcoming things. And if only you can deal with the thought and overcome it, you could become a source of inspiration and help to somebody. Me doing this video is because I've had such thoughts. And don't come here making me feel like, oh, even you, yes, even Jesus was tempted. So I'm not above temptation. But the good thing is that I'm able to talk about this today because I was able to deal with the thoughts of why don't you end it? So one of the big things that make people to want to come to an end with their lives is the fact that they don't meet up to standards. The society have set standards for us. We have also set standards for ourselves. We've put belief systems out there that whenever you come short of it, you just feel like, oh, what will people say? The main thing that I thought about when I was going through what I was going through was, what will people say about me? I'm doing a book on this, and very soon I'm going to put the book out there, but I just needed to share this thought with us. So the first thing is, what would people say? It's all about people. You can't face the world. I knew that when it was bright and the sun comes out, the whole world was seeing me. Even if I'm walking on the street and nobody sees me, even if I'm in the market, I just feel like the whole world was looking at me and they could see through me, and they could tell that I had come short of certain things. And guess what? I was in a church, but the church was even the place where I had the issue, or they were the ones that set the standard. But interestingly, the people who set the standards also have their skeleton in their cupboard. So before I delve too much into these details, the first thing that I want you to know is that no matter what you're going through, no matter the situation, people have gone through it and people will also go through it. Once you understand that, then you'll be able to forgive yourself. So the first thing is to take this matter, analyze it, forgive yourself and move on. I say this because I look at two human beings in the Bible that helped me. These two human beings were Judas Iscariot and Peter the apostle. Today we all read the book of Peter, we see Peter as an apostle, but nobody talks about Judas in a good light. That is because Judas was said to have betrayed Jesus, and Peter denied Jesus 3 times. But you know what? Judas did not ask for forgiveness. Rather, he condemned himself and went ahead and committed suicide. What did Peter do? He cried, forgive himself, and moved on. Now, in these two actions, you will realize that there was nobody in between them. They took the decisions by themselves. So it's all about you. Analyze yourself and realize that the people that you are killing yourself for also have their own skeleton in their cupboard. So forgive yourself and move on. Number two thing that I'm going to tell you that helped me is, I write letters to God. Sounds funny, right? When you don't know how to go about it and you don't know who to talk to, because we live in a world where people are even scared to talk to people. Even in church, you talk to your pastor, the next thing you see that your matter is what they use to preach out there. What I do is I take my pen and I take my paper and I take it very seriously. And I write my address, write God's address. Who knows where God is? Nobody knows, but I just put the creator of the heavens and the earth in heaven, that dear God, and I put the heading and write my letter comprehensively. If I want to make a complaint, I make the complaint. If I want to make a request, I make the request. I have such letters scattered everywhere. Interestingly, I don't even know where they are, but the good thing is that, one, I actually vent, because when I write these letters, they go off my mind. Those predominant thoughts are just looking for a way to escape. So they go off my mind, and I feel free. So when I do that, I just keep the letter somewhere. No matter it's done, it's gone. I've been practicing this since I was a child. Then the third thing you do is, if you don't feel comfortable talking with an adult, look at a little child. Maybe if you see a little child, take the child and begin to talk to the child. Well, if you don't have access to a little child, you can actually imagine yourself with God as you're walking on the streets, be talking. Say it out, say exactly how you feel. Don't keep your thoughts in there. It works. Then I think it's number four thing that I want to talk about is the fact that get out of where you are. Because the more you stay in an enclosed place, the more the thoughts bombard you. Walk out of your house, take a walk out, go to the motherless babies home, visit the prisons, and you will appreciate your freedom. Some people will pay anything to be out there, do some visitation. Go to the hospitals, visit people. Some people are just there, they have the whole money, they wish they could get out of their sick beds, but somehow they're terminally ill. And then the world is filled with people who are going through several things. So when you're in your little corner, most times you think that it's all about you. No, it's not all about you. Go out there and see some people. Go to the motherless babies home, go to the hospice, and if you have bold enough, go to the mortuary. Some of them would give anything to be alive. Some of them have done everything they could, but they're just there. When you look at these things, it helps you to put so many things in perspective. You could repeat this process again and again. You could rewrite the letter, say, God, I've written this letter to you. This situation is still as it is. Trust me, you will feel better. But to hold a thought in your mind and not talk to anybody is very, very dangerous. Another thing that you may need to do is to look for somebody who has gone through what you are going through. Such people have a wealth of ideas. So when you talk with them, they will be able to tell you. Like I said, I'm already doing a book on it, so I'm going to share some of those things. Those things you think are very gigantic are trivial things when people who have passed through them begin to tell you, oh, is that why you want to kill yourself? Do you know what I also went through? You will just turn around and say, the mind is a very little thing compared to what this person went through and is still alive. People have a lot that they've gone through that they can share with you. So look for the right person. I want to talk to us that have the ability to deal with issues without actually succumbing to taking our lives. Be your brother, your sister's keeper by extending love. Reach out to people. Call people. When people cross your mind, call them. When you pass by the street and you greet somebody, pause and look at the person's eyes. The eyes don't betray. The eyes tell a whole lot of. You just be the person who would turn the situation around, or you may just be the one who would save that situation. But we live in a world where we just greet people and walk past. We don't even care if they don't answer. More often than not, when they don't respond to our greetings, the things we say are, "Can you imagine? She feels too big." Or she feel what kind of attitude is that? He has an attitude, she has an attitude. We don't bother to ask, why didn't she answer me? Why don't you go back to say, oh, I was greeting you, and then look at the person's eyes? Because the eyes tell a story. I hope all is well. I greeted you and didn't answer. So I thought I should come back to talk to you. I think some of these things are the things that could help us. But let's not trivialize the things that go through the mind of people. A lot goes through people's mind. And when people can't cope anymore and they can't let it out there, the next thing they do is to take action. Please, let's be there for one another. Once again, my sincere condolences to the family of this woman. It's a sad one, but that's just the truth. This is what we do here on this channel. We talk about everything that has to do with life. We look at how we can be the best version of ourselves. So in case you're here for the first time, please don't forget to hit the subscription button and the bell icon so that next time I do a video like this, it will come right into your box. But for now, in all that you do, remember that everybody has a skeleton in their cupboard. There is nobody that is perfect. So just be you, be real, and know that this too shall pass. And you would be there to tell your story to also encourage other people. Stay strong. Life is tough. But like somebody once said, when the going gets tough, that's when the tough gets going. Bye-bye. I'll see you soon.